This right here, this is the real reason you feel stuck. Not because you're lazy, not because you lack willpower, and not because you're missing the perfect diet. It's because your mitochondria, the engines inside your cells, they aren't producing energy efficiently. And when that happens, everything feels hard. You're tired even when you sleep. Your workouts feel like they're not working. Your cravings are louder. Your recovery is slower. And fat loss, that feels like you're pushing a boulder up a hill. Now here's the part that matters. This isn't about fasting. This isn't about starving. And it's not do more cardio. Those videos are everywhere. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your diet do more work for you by improving your mitochondrial function. So the same food and the same habits start producing better results. And we're not doing theory. You're getting a clear plan. Here's what we're covering today. Number one, what mitochondria actually need to work better. Number two, why light exposure can impact energy production and recovery. Number three, how hydration and minerals affect performance and fatigue. And number four, the real world protocol you can start this week. Because when your mitochondria start working better, you don't just lose weight, you feel like yourself again. So let's talk about what mitochondria actually do and honestly why you feel awful when they're struggling. Mitochondria takes fuel from food and converts it into usable energy, ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. When that process is smooth, you'll experience steadier energy, better workout performance, better mood, better recovery, and easier body composition changes. When that process is inefficient, you'll experience fatigue, brain fog, poor sleep, stubborn fat gain, and you're gonna have all kinds of cravings and energy crashes. And a lot of what people call hormone issues or metabolism issues are often downstream of this low energy production plus high stress signaling. So the goal isn't a magical reset. The goal is improving mitochondrial output and reducing the things that block it. Let's talk about the light piece because light matters and not because you're charging a biological battery. Here's what we do know. Red and near infrared light have research behind them in the context of photobiomodulation. We're talking recovery, inflammation markers, tissue healing, soreness, and certain pain condition. We also know that morning daylight exposure supports circadian rhythm, which improves sleep quality. Sleep is when the mitochondria repair and recover. So if you want a simple, non-weird takeaway, get outdoor light early in the day. Move your body while you do it. Protect sleep timing like it's your job. That alone will improve energy production indirectly by improving sleep and stress physiology. You're gonna need to pay attention to hydration and minerals. If you're underhydrated or low on electrolytes, you're gonna have flat workouts, headaches, fatigue, you're gonna experience poor sleep, and you're gonna experience elevated stress responses. Step one is actually hydration. Drink more water and get more minerals, usually in the morning and around training. It's pretty simple. Water and electrolytes early. And here's another tip. Don't save all your water for late at night. That's gonna wreck your sleep. So with all that in mind, let's deliver to you a very simple protocol that you can follow. I'm going to call this the Mitochondrial Support Week, but do me a favor. Do this for at least 7 to 14 days before you judge how it works. Step one, I want morning light and a walk, 10 to 20 minutes outside. No sunglasses, no phone. Just walk, breathe, relax, and wake your system up. Number two, train like you want results. 3 to 4 strength sessions a week, 1 to 3 conditioning sessions a week. Here's a tip. You don't need excessive long cardio. You just need enough intensity to create adaptation. Number 3, and here's a fun one, eat like a damned adult, not a teenager. Have protein at every meal. Have whole foods most of the time. Stop stacking high sugar and high fat ultra processed meals. Stop eating your biggest meal right before bed. It's gonna wreck your sleep. And speaking of sleep, sleep rules everything. You know what I need from you? A a consistent bedtime, a cool, dark room, cut out caffeine earlier than you think, and have your last meal earlier if your sleep is broken or you have a tough time falling asleep. If you do that, you don't need a reset. You get what you were actually chasing: more energy, better recovery, and a metabolism that starts responding again. If you like this type of info, subscribe. Get in the comments and let me know the first thing you're gonna change: your sleep, your diet, your training, or your recovery. And as always, stay tuned for the realest, the best in training, health, and fitness education.